I'm Shaan Hurley. I'm here at the Autodesk San Francisco office speaking with team members of Autodesk. I've got a QA member here, Shiho Tanaka, and we want to talk about what Shiho does here and what she's done in the past, and then kind of show one of the features that she's worked on. So it's good to see you, Shiho.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Can you tell me about what you did before you came to Autodesk?
I used to work for a landscape architects firm, and I used to use AutoCAD every day.
Excellent, excellent. Now, how long have you been at Autodesk?
It's been 3.5 years.
Yeah, and you speak both English and Japanese?
Yes, I'm originally from Japan.
Yes, I rely on a lot of your Japanese skills in email. Can you tell me about what you do at Autodesk?
I'm a QA engineer for AutoCAD and AutoCAD Lite.
What features do you work on for AutoCAD?
So for last year, I worked on transparency feature.
So that'd be the transparencies for objects and hatches?
Yes.
Excellent. Can you show us a little bit of that?
Okay. Okay, so for AutoCAD 2011, we added this new object property called transparency, and this is just like other object property like line type, line weight, and colors. So if you go to ribbon, you can see we added this new control like transparency control, and by layer, by block, and transparency values available from here. And we also added this transparency control here, so you can adjust the transparency using this control. So here I have a architectural drawing, and I added hatches on top of this architectural drawing. And before 2011, when you put hatches on top of this architectural drawing, hatches look like this, and it hides everything underneath. But using this transparency feature, you can actually see through everything underneath of those hatches. So that's the main purpose of this feature. So in order to access transparency, there are several ways to do that. And one is from ribbon. I just show you this. And another way is using syswords such as change. Oh, sorry. And you can see transparency options added here.
There's only a limit of 90, and I joke with people. People ask, well, how come I can't do 100? And it's because it would be invisible.
Yes, that's why we have only 0 to 90%.
So we made a lot of sense.
Yes. And you can also plot transparency. To plot transparency, you go to plot dialog and expand this dialog, and you can see we added this plot transparency checkbox. So when you want to plot it, you want to check this checkbox, and if you don't want to plot it, you uncheck this checkbox. And we have global setting for plotting transparency, and the sysbar is plot transparency override.
That's got to be one of the longest system variables we have. I have to count that up, but it's close.
Yes. So the default value is 1. That means it respects the plot dialog setting. However, if you want to set it this 0, means it never plot transparency. So it ignores the plot dialog setting. And if you want to set this to 2, means it's always plot transparency.
So it's a good way for somebody to not have to worry about the dialogue option. They can just set that in all their scripts or setups, and it's always going to be either plotting the transparencies or not, depending on what they want. They just need to know that transparency plotting can be a little bit bigger file. Thank you very much, Shiho.